Hello students, we are going to discuss about the built-in modules which we have already seen the math module. In this section we are going to see the other random module and statistics modules. Okay, so we have already seen that modules are important part of the Python programming language, and they work on the divide and conquer approach. That means dividing our large program into smaller units, thus making it easy to understand and easy to manage also. Okay, so once we created a module, it can be reused in any program. Okay, not only the particular program we are writing that particular module, but the other programs. Whenever we are writing a program which that particular module can be used, we can reuse that particular module in any one of the program we are creating if we need that particular module. Modules in Python can be categorized into following, which is the built-in modules and user-defined modules. The math module, which is the one of the commonly used built-in modules. Not only these three modules, that is math module, random module, and the statistics module. Other than these three, there are multiple modules available. Okay, for creating graphs, modules are available. Then for graphical representations, different modules are available. For creating games, the modules, different modules are available. Even libraries are available. So we are limiting our scope of study to these three modules. Okay, which we are going to discuss. Okay, so from there we have already discussed about the math module, right? So here we are going to discuss about the random module and statistics module. Okay, so random module, what is the purpose of random module? To generate random numbers in a particular range or in between a particular set of values. So that is the use of random module. A set of functions are available in the random module. We are going to see each one of them. First one is random method. Okay, so it's a random method is available in the random module. So it returns the next random floating point number in the range 0.0 to 1.0 or 0 to 1. Okay, so whenever we call this function random function after importing this random module, okay, so what happens? It returns a floating point value that is between 0 and 1, not greater than 1 or less than 0, in between 0 and 1. Here you can see a simple example here. Okay, so our program you can see that. So not only this particular value, there will be 0.508, 0.208, 0.913, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so that the values between in the range of 0 and 1. Okay, so random method generate a floating point number in between the range 0 and 1. Okay, less than 1 but greater than 0. Okay, so that is the second one is rand int. Okay, so it has two parameters a and b. So what is the specialty of random method? The range is predefined. The range is already given. We can only get the value between 0 and 1. We cannot have any values or randomly generated value outside that particular range. That means greater than 1 or less than 0. We don't get any value in that range. Okay, but here we can specify a particular range. Okay, so it returns a random integer, not a floating point value, a integer value between a and b inclusive, including both the a and b, both the parameters a and b. So for detailed explanation, see this particular example. Program to generate a random number between 0 and 9. So importing the random module, first we have to import the random module, then we have to call the randint function using the dot notation method along with the two parameters 0 and 9. Okay, so 0 and 9 are also included, the possibility values. Okay, randomly generated values not in between but inclusive of that particular range. Okay, so what will be the possibilities there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 10 values. That are the possible values for this particular randint function's output. Okay, so from that particular 10 possible output values, we will get the result 5. Okay, so randomly generating a value in between a particular range inclusive of both the start value and the end value, that is rand int. Okay, generating an integer value. Last function we are going to see is rand range. Okay, rand range, there start, stop and step value is there. Okay, we have already familiar with this start and stop and then step variable along with the for loop, right? So when we are having this for loop, we can have this start, stop and step value here. Okay, so what is the specialty of rand range function? It returns a random integer from the range, similar to rand int. Okay, so first we have to import the random module, then random dot rand range. So 1 to 10, there you can have a variable which is 2. Then rand dot rand range starting from value 1, then 10 comma 2. The interval is 2. Okay, so what would be the possible values? 1, starting value 1, then the interval 2. Okay, so 2 is avoided, then 3, 1, 3, then 5, 7, etc. It goes up to in the odd numbers in the range of 10. Okay, then random dot rand range, then 0, then 101, then 10. Okay, so here we have the interval value of 10. Okay, numbers will be in the range with the intervals 10, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. So we will get the output 80. So that is rand range function. Next module we are going to see is statistics module. Okay, so it returns outputs for the mathematical statistics values on numeric data. Okay, so we already know that statistics need to be performed on numeric data only, right? So numeric data, statistical operations or mathematical statistic operation are performed using this statistics module. We are going to see in the statistics module is mean. Okay, we already know what is a mean function is. What is the how to calculate a mean value. Okay, so the mean method calculates the arithmetic mean of numbers in a list. So the argument of this function, what we have to give as an argument to this function should be a list. Okay, if you want to calculate a mean value of 10 numbers, then you have to create a list with that particular 10 numbers. Then you have to pass it as an argument to the mean method, then you will get the output. Okay, here you can have the value 5.5. okay, so first you have to import the statistics module, then statistics dot mean, then in the brackets you have to specify the list of values which we want to calculate the mean, then we will get the output 5.5. okay, statistics dot median. The median method returns the middle value of the numeric data in a list. Okay, so let's see the example. Import statistics dot median, then the list of values is passed there, then the middle value. Okay, so that is clearly it is 3, so we will get the output 3. Then again statistics dot median, then the list of values. Here there are even number of values, so there is no distinguished middle number, so there will be a middle value is calculated based on the numerical values in there. So 1, 2, 3, then 7, 8, 9. So the middle value as per this list is 5.0. So the answer would normally be the floating point number if there is no distinguished middle value. Okay, the last function in the statistics module is statistics.mode. Okay, the mode method returns the most common data point in the list. Okay, most common data point list or frequently appearing data point in the particular list we are passing. So import statistics, then statistics.mode, and then the set of values we want to calculate or we want to find the mode value of a set of numbers. Then we have passed there 2, 5, 3, again 2, 8, 3, 9, 4, again 2, then 5 and 6. Among these values, 2 is the most commonly appearing value. So output would be 2. Okay, so that is statistics data. The modules we are going to learn in the section. So there are multiple modules are available in the Python standard programming library, standard library. So not only we are limiting our scope of study to these 3 modules. Okay, even though in these 3 modules not these kind of 3 functions are available, but there are multiple number of or large amount of small functions are available, but we are limiting to these small functions for our learning purposes. Okay, so these are all about Python modules. We will see you on with the next topic on the next class. Thank you.